All right, we have officially hit the dog days of summer. The 49ers were dragging today, and it's really no surprise because they're coming off of their longest practice of camp on Friday. Probably will end up being the longest practice of all of camp once it's all said and done. Maybe they'll have something intense with the Raiders next week, but today was a medium load day as opposed to the high load day Friday, and the 49ers definitely seemed tired. Now, they got a boost of energy at the very end. The final play of team drills was Trey Lance connecting with Willie Snead on what was a beautiful touchdown pass, 25 yards, end of the move the ball session. Everybody was kind of sucking wind, but just a general malaise of energy right there toward the end of practice, and that fired everybody up. It was a beautiful catch by Willie Snead because Samuel Womack III was blanketing him. I mean, it was really good coverage, and that football was perfectly placed from Trey Lance, and Snead did make the catch. So final QB numbers for today: Lance, 8 of 13. Sam Darnold, 8 of 13. Brandon Allen, 6 of 8. Willie Snead went crazy today, and Kyle Juszczyk was yelling that on the sideline after the touchdown catch to end it, because Snead also caught a bomb from Brandon Allen. That was one of Brandon Allen's 6 completions for a score. That was a beautiful play. That was a little bit earlier in the practice, and Allen, on that one, he threw a nice deep ball. Somebody who did not throw a nice deep ball today was Sam Darnold. He had Brandon Ayuk wide open and underthrew him, and then the ball was knocked away by Tashawn Gibson. Just an ugly throw from Sam Darnold. Didn't look like it got out of his hand the way that he wanted to. So I thought today Darnold wasn't good, especially at the end. I mean, he started off hot. He completed 5 straight passes to begin practice, but then there toward the end when the 49ers got him to move the ball, we saw that underthrow of Brandon Ayuk. Then we saw a throw behind Jawan Jennings that wasn't complete, that Jennings couldn't hold on to. And really, you know, when you looked at that play on the Jennings one, it probably should have been a sack as well, although you can't touch the quarterback. Trey Lance, though, got better, I thought, as the practice went along. Lance missed his first few passes, but then toward the end, in the move the ball session, he was working well. And, you know, I think that leads me to my overarching point for Trey Lance. When he first came onto the scene in 2021 with the 49ers, Trey struggled in move the ball sessions. And he was a lot better in the scripted periods, but the move the ball sessions were tougher for Trey Lance. And that was because he was still getting used to the NFL situationally. Well, I think here in year 3, he's a different quarterback. He's been a lot better. We've seen a ton of improvement from Trey Lance. And here in year 3, he's actually playing better in the move the ball sessions than he is in the scripted periods. If there was something negative in the move the ball for Trey Lance, it was a short miss of Kyle Juszczyk. I'm keeping a close eye on the short misses for Trey because that has been his biggest weakness. And I think the key is raising his floor. We all talk about Trey Lance's ceiling a lot, but more important for the purposes of playing time is the floor of his play, because Kyle Shanahan obviously has Brock Purdy in a QB1. It's not like a competition for 1, but it's a competition for 2. And when you're talking about a competition for 2, you have to have a high floor. You can't be missing the gimme shorter throws if you are somebody like Trey Lance. So, but today, by and large, it was fine. There was that one miss to Juszczyk, but I do think we can focus on the end of practice where he energized the 49ers with that nice delivery to Willie Snead. Other notes from practice: Taco Charlton keeps on winning one-on-ones. I mean, this guy's going to give himself a shot to make the 53-man roster. Came off a plane on Tuesday. He's slimmed down from his previous stops. I mean, the guy's about 260 now, but he's long, 6'6". He's able to distance himself from blockers. He's winning a lot, and the preseason games are going to give Taco Charlton, I think, a legitimate shot to make this 49ers team, at least the practice squad, and then we know you can play from there and you can be upgraded to the roster a little bit later on. Deshaun Jameson continues to make a lot of plays. Deshaun Jameson, a pass breakup against Ronnie Bell today, and then he popped off Danny Gray's helmet on a deep pass from Brandon Allen that was left a little bit underthrown. So that was really nice from Deshaun Jameson, who I think is going to make the 53-man roster because the 49ers need that cornerback depth. Earlier, we talked to Chris Furster, 49ers offensive line coach. I asked him, you know, I noticed that Matt Pryor, who's in that swing tackle competition, veteran with something like 28 career starts, I said, hey, are you just focusing on Pryor at right tackle, or is he going to be a swing tackle as well? Is he going to be at left tackle? And Furster confirmed that Pryor is more comfortable at right tackle and has Leroy Watson and Jalen Moore working at left tackle. But after the Raiders practices this next week, Pryor's going to have to be working at swing tackle as well. He's going to have to be working at left tackle to try to win that swing tackle job. You just don't have enough roster spots, so you need versatility there. Charvarius Ward, a nice pass breakup today against Trey Lance, covering George Kittle. He's playing well. He's back into team drills after a little bit of the groin issue. And, I opened this up talking about energy. Every single time the 49ers are particularly low on energy, as you would expect here in the dog days of summer, they're able to get a boost by simply handing the ball off to Christian McCaffrey or Ty Davis-Price. Both of these guys have been Energizer bunnies during this training camp. Today was no different. TDP stock rising. Christian McCaffrey is just a machine. It is a luxury to have that guy in your team, and he's elevating the entire running back room. And not only that, seems to be elevating the entire team, because today the 49ers needed that spark. They get the day off tomorrow. Brock Purdy already had the day off today, so it'll be 2 days off for him. When the 49ers are back out here on Monday, time to start getting ready for Raiders week, and I think they're going to have some nice wind at their sails.